Hello, my name is Christian Wharton. This is my column 1300 article speech. My roommate Fidel and my friend Reese. Hello. They're going to be my audience. I did my article over an article called Sorry, Wrong Number, Why Media Polls About Gun Control Are Often Unreliable. It's an article mainly about how the media can distort numbers and describe the American opinion in a lot different view than what it actually may be. Proof of that, it starts off at the very beginning, giving examples. In 1991, a nuclear weapons poll was conducted by CNN that showed 45% of Americans favored the use of nuclear weapons. However, a Gallup poll given at the same time showed that 71% of Americans favor nuclear weapons. It was primarily attributed to the argumentative questioning is the technique used, where in the CNN poll they just strictly asked, are you for using nuclear weapons? However, the Gallup poll asked, are you for the tactical use of nuclear weapons that could potentially save troops? So Americans look at it as the one just using nukes, blowing things up, the other one saving troops' lives and making America safer. So that's one way the media can distort numbers and make it look like one thing is true while the other is. There's typically three types of error in a media poll. There's non-response error, which is not collecting data from everyone in the sample. So say they choose a sample of 100 people, and 65 people respond to their question. Well, those 35% that didn't respond, they could drastically change the view of the issue, and that can be done by, say, picking 100 people from the phone book, and then maybe 50 of them don't answer their phone, or maybe 50 of them don't even have a phone anymore. That could be, there could be a reason, a connection between those people that could be a large majority of your actual poll. Another type of error is a coverage error. It's the failure to get the to select the target population. So in a debate about gun control, pick people that just really don't care. That would not be beneficial. Or picking one type of person. Say in the gun control debate, you pick strictly urban city people and use that as a direct representation of the entire United States. Whereas urban and rural people are going to have very different views on gun control. Who can own what kind of guns, what you have to do to get a gun. But the poll, is say they favored gun control, would go with a more urban environment to select their population to make their poll look like more Americans wanted stricter gun control, more legislation than that. The third error is measurement error, and that's just not getting the true answer to the question. And that can be done, one way that's done often is the interviewer effect. If I just send you a paper in the mail that says, do you support gun control? You can write yes or no. But if I ask you that question, every form of human interaction comes into play in human perception. I can phrase the question, and I can use my tone and facial expressions to guide the interviewee into the response that I deem to be the appropriate response. If I support gun control, I could phrase it, such as, do you support legislation that could make our children safer in our schools? And that makes it, hard to say no. It's hard to say no, I don't want my kids to be safe. So the interviewer effect can really definitely change the view of the population being asked. It's better to have a completely non-biased population and have no interaction with them whatsoever, except for the paper or the automated question giving the response. The numbers given in media polls are often off by much more than the percent errors can account for. They'll say 50% of Americans support gun control, and in the fine print it'll say these numbers may be 5 to 10% off. But as we proved with the nuclear weapon poll, which was 30% off. So there's definitely some errors occurring there that are not being adjusted for, and they're not being accounted for, and they're used by every media source and every political group to justify their actions, their reasons, and why they want to do what it is they want to do. So that was my speech. Reese, thank you for the opportunity.